Welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we'll be doing a summoning session on the brand new Mythic Ashera banner. As always, we'll be going full circles because it gives us the most opportunities to get the most units, but we do hope we get Ashera. Other units that I don't have on these banners are, of course, Dedu, Ronan, and Azel. So if we pick up any of them, it's just units that we don't have. Everything else will just be merges. We like merges, so that's not a problem. I will also be redeeming in a couple of banners that we have, like a lot of them. And if we have enough orbs, we'll spark for Edelgard on this banner. But let's begin. Alright, we'll go this way. So yeah, Ashera is the mythic for this season, and she's Astra, which most people were expecting a dark hero. Okay, so we start with Ronan. Right off the bat, we got our free 5-star. This is a plus attack, minus res Rowan. And now minus res, he is the highest res archer in the game. I think one of the highest res units in the game. So that kind of not great, but plus attack is not bad. As for fodder, he's really good for fodder. I'm not foddering him off, but if you were to fodder him off, he does have a dry speed, which you can pass. Join dry speed, Swiss stance 3, and rally speed res plus. You can pass all 4 of those skills. So if foddering is your thing, then he's definitely not bad for that. But yes, going back to the subject, Ashera being an Astra mythic is very interesting because now we have a choice between 2 units in Astra that unlock the 6th slot for offense, that being Regen and Astra. Both of them are very different units, of course, do very different things. Regen being good for sniping things, especially units. I guess Ashera will also be good for sniping things, but Regen, you can use her to take a hit against, for example, on a cav line, you can have her take a hit from one of the cavalry units as long as he's not like a Reinhardt or something like that. Oh, Shido. I think this will be my Shido plus 4 of all just random Shiros that have shown up. Alright, this is a plus res Shido. Alright, so let's keep summoning. Yeah, we can go that way. So yeah, having choices between, you don't have to bring Regen, you can now bring Ashera if your goal is just to unlock the 6th slot on offense. She's also a res giving mythic, which was the one thing that people wanted for Astra, since Astra defense teams tend to be a lot more magic heavy. Just because there was no Astra giving, no resistance giving Astra mythic, so people took advantage of that and just pump up the attack of their defense teams, since we had double attack giving units on defense with Duma and Mila. Not Duma and Mila, Duma and Saros, both them giving attack. So it's pretty good that we have now a Astra that gives res. Who knows, maybe it will change the way people build teams, although since we do have the 7th unit in Anima, there's still going to be a lot of return 7 unit traps. Oh, this is Leaf. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm not sure who this is, but yeah, this is Leaf. Not bad. I do have that Leaf that we got with the Fair Pass, and I had a Leaf from before. I haven't merged them, so what does he even have? Anything good? Like Steady Blow, and that's about it. And Drive Attack, but we can get that from units. I don't know, tile to use Drive Speed, but alright, so far, not bad, I guess. I mean, 2 4-star, 4 to 5-star units. But yeah, res giving in Astra will of course be useful. Alright, we got Eliwood. Good, because I needed a merge for my Eliwood. I already have a plus speed, so definitely getting this HP 1 merge into him. So Ashera can also like tank, like she has good enough rest to be like an off tank and good enough speed to survive most hits. So she is a pretty good decent unit. Like the good thing about like having multiple units as mythics is that you can mix and match easier. So if Regan didn't fit your team because, well, you don't need her, then you can just bring Ashera and still have that 6 unit slot available to be, so you can bring quad mythics or double supports or stuff like that. And yeah, like, okay, so here she is. So different mythics have different advantages and disadvantages, team compositions that they fit better on. Plus attack, minus stress. Ooh, minus stress is kind of not great since res is one of her best stats. But plus attack, of course, really good. So maybe we'll pick up another one. Maybe. She could also again work like a vantage sweeper, kind of like a blade tome user, because of her giving panic reduction to other units and protect herself from panic. So, and getting that blade-like effect from other units as opposed to having to get it from herself. So yeah, I mean, you can build her as a vantage sweeping if you don't mind giving up the lull, which I guess is a good trade-off. I mean, if you're going for a vantage, that means you don't really care about getting, you're not going to get hit, you're not going for tanking hits, so it is a good trade-off. So again, if you're gonna use her as a carry, then one of the best units that you can use against with her, it would be Kaden, because of course Kaden gives buffs equal to his buffs to the other unit, kind of like a bonus doubler effect, but based on his stats, not their stats. So her giving him the panic protection, which was one of the biggest weakness to using Kaden, like one of the detriments, like he gets panicked, then he's useless. But you being able to protect him from getting panic means that you get the full buffs. You get +6 to all stats, and top of that you get the +24 to attack if you have him fully buffed, which is not really that difficult. And on top of that, I guess you could use double supports. If it's win season, you could use Eliwood, which we picked up earlier, just to double give her bonus doubler, and she also has panic that protects herself. She's able to double her buffs even greater, making her a pretty good vantage sweeper. So yeah, there are options to using her, which is pretty good. What else do we got? And again, the panic protection. Her giving panic protection is pretty good because sometimes like people like to build like that the desert map, which you can hide the healing tower. You can hide like one building pretty well that make it nearly impossible to snipe. And panic manor is usually one of those buildings, or sometimes in a cav line you just can't afford to snipe the panic manor. So being able to fight against those teams is pretty good, like the panic protection. All right, let's free someone on this banner. We'll go with the single red. So yeah, I like what she brings to the table. I mean, she's support, but she can also carry. Like, she's definitely, to me, much better than Naga. I just find Naga to be completely useless. Like, the only thing she provides is Divine Fang, which helps you deal with Zeros. But if you can deal with Zeros without it, then you really don't need Divine Fang. And Naga just falls behind. Like, she's terrible at combat just because the only way for you to get the maximum benefit from her is for her to give at least 3 units Dragon Slaying effect, and then have those units be within 2 spaces of her to boost up her stats. Otherwise, she just does not do enough. Like, she does not have enough stats to take a hit. So I think Ashera is much better than her, and I also think Altina is better than Naga. I know a lot of people consider Altina the worst now, but with Deflect Magic, she easily handles a lot of the mage traits. He can tank a Reinhardt, okay, with Deflect Magic. So and Reinhardt is a unit that's very annoying to fight against in cav lines just because he does so much damage. But a proper Altina can tank a Reinhardt with Deflect Magic. And of course, some kind of like res support, like a little bit of res, and having her not be near allies to activate her Air Slash, stuff like that. Like with support, she can tank a Reinhardt, is what I'm trying to say. So while Naga will just get cremated. And Regan, of course, is really pretty good, especially with Cedar Shell, being able to snipe an important target right off the bat. Another Lex, alright. These are Lex for merges, although for some reason every single Lex that I pull, well, not every single, but the vast majority of Lex I pull tend to be 3 stars. And I am terrible at saving feathers. Like, I'm trying to save feathers right now since from the next update, I believe we will be getting Kid Ines will be in that, I believe, either that one or the next one, but I'm planning on plastering him as soon as he's available. Alright, I guess we will go from here. So yeah, let's hope we get something else, another 5-star at least. Not a lot of green orbs though that I've seen, and I kind of would have liked to get a random to have been able to pick up a Triandra or the goat. Oh, another Claude. So we get to merge our Claude plus 2 or plus 3. How many did I pick up the first time? I think I picked up top 2 the first time. So he should be a plus 2. And I think I'll stop on this banner right here just so I can go for the for Edelgar. Since she is a unit that I do tend to use, so it's better to, like, the units that you actively use, is better to get merges for them. This is why I like to get merges on Mythics, because you always use your Mythics. I mean, This will put me at 133, which means we'll probably have to get 2 orbs from somewhere, and we should be fine because I think there's some stuff that I haven't done yet to get 2 orbs. Alright, so we'll leave that right there. We'll summon on this banner. Yelgor or Rowan? Yelgor or Rowan? We'll go with Rowan, I guess. There's no point in going for Klein because he's a 4-star unit, 3 to 4 star unit that you can easily pick up, and if I wanted to plus him, I would have been able to do it a long time ago since I have way more than enough copies for that. Alright, so let's spark an Edelgar. Which means we're just gonna summon full circles again. So yeah, this is actually pretty good. We got Ashera, which is really what we wanted. We managed to pick up a Rowan, which we didn't have. We got a Claude, and we got a legendary Eliwood. Plus, we managed to pick up a Leaf and a Shido. So that was like 6 units right there. I would say that was a pretty good haul. Much better than what happened to me during the legendary remix, which I recorded it, but I literally got 2 units out of the whole thing. Like, I had to spark for one of them was sparking. I had to, which was the point to spark Ryoma, but I only picked up 1 unit going for the spark on Ryoma. And I believe, who was it that I picked up? I don't even remember who was the unit that I picked up on that banner. But yeah, so that was really bad luck on that one. It doesn't look like it's gonna be that good on this one as well, like at least on the way to the spark, but at least the legendary one went better. Yeah, so we're trying to spark for Brave Edelgar, where right now the new hottest unit is, of course, Fallen Edelgar, which we saw a lot last week on Light Season in Ether Raids. We even fought a +10 one, which without even realizing until they rematched us, and I saw that it was a +10 because I forgot to check on her to see how many merges she had. But yeah, definitely was a +10. But at least we had fun using Zane last week, thanks to having all those stats from Edelgar herself. So these are a lot of 3 stars though. I mean, I don't mind a couple of units, but please give me something other than 3 stars. Like a Lycitia or something like that. Alright, Lycitia. I would like to use Lycitia a lot more. It's just that she's really difficult to use because of that needing to be underneath 75 HP to get her desperation effect. If it wasn't for that, like, she would be a lot easier to use, especially because she has a lot of speed and has the guaranteed follow-up attack, so she is always able to get that follow-up attack. Alright, so we got a Lycitia. What else? Kind of hoping I pick up a couple of more Lenhars, since so far I think I only summoned 1 or 2. Mercedes, which is a unit that just keeps getting killed for ARD attack res. I mean speed res, which is a pretty good. It's actually a really good ARD skill, speed res, because a lot of the units can tend to be low on res and have almost good enough speed. So ARD speed res is really one of the best, and in supplies I'm surprised that they just gave it to us on a D mode unit like Mercedes. Mercedes herself is an okay healer, definitely not one of the best ones. I would say, like, of course, the best healer right now is probably, well, since she's infantry, I'll just talk about infantry ones. Sarah, just because she has a lot of support with Kia staff, and of course she already comes with return. So for ones that come with their own special weapons, she's definitely probably the best. But if you wanna, like, ones that you build yourself, customize, like for combat, more combat purpose than her, because she's really very Sarah is really fragile. Like, you sneeze on her, she dies. So if you want more resilient, of course, if you want a super bulky one, of course, we have Linhard. I mean, this thing over here used to be one of the defensive ones, but his attack always suck. His attack is so low that I just never ever consider building him. It's just, I like them to have at least some kind of attack, you know. So I say Linhard is like him, but a 2022 version. Well, 2020 version, not 22. So for defensive ones, of course, Linhard, but for offensive ones, of course, you have Natasha, Dimitri, Emerin, Natasha, Emerin, of course, are free-to-play option, which technically they're all free-to-play since they're all 3 or 4 star, but our Grail option, which is I forgot what her name is, but we literally only have one GHP healer in the game, so you already know who it is. Eremia. I told you, I'm terrible with names of anything, like people's names, things names, anything that's names related. I'm terrible at it. All right, so far we picked up Dimitri and Lycitia. Who knows? Maybe we'll pick up the other two as well. What else? So everybody is expecting a midpoint banner, and for that midpoint banner to be where Not comes in. I guess that's possible. Since she technically already joined our side in the story, so she should be like the next OC that we get. But of course, it's still Freya's brother, who's still nowhere to be seen. And the good thing about him, well, both good things, I guess, could be good, could be a bad thing, is that we don't even know what his weapon is, because in the story he didn't have a weapon equipped. So his weapon could be literally anything. Of course, his weapon effect should be similar to Freya. Distant counter, or the bonus stealing effect that she has. So I don't know which one counts as her race effect, I guess, and which one is the her personal effect. Like, all of them have a race effect and a personal effect. So which one is hers? We won't know until Freyr comes in, so we can see what's the other skill. All right, we are starting to get close to it, and we still need to get those 2 orbs that we need. So I'll probably go farm those out. Oh, we got Ryoma, regular Ryoma, not bad. Because even though legendary Ryoma is much better, the weapon refine for no follow-up did help him a lot. Blast speed, I think I already have a blast speed, so plus he was a 4-star upgrade, so still a chance to get Claude or another one of another Light City, I guess, in this circle I'm talking about. What else? Like, there really isn't much new with the game going on at the moment. So, no new game modes, no new events, nothing like that. Recently, like, we just been getting banners. That's like the thing around this time of the year, especially because we're about to head into the summer, and summer means the 2 summer banners, which are fairly popular. A lot of people like the summer banners. I tend not to summon on those. I mean, I summoned in the very first one for Corrin, mostly because I like female Corrin, and the second thing is because at that time she was gonna be like the only blue tone flyer. In the game, so that made her fairly unique. Unfortunately, of course, she we are starting getting refines on seasonal units, but only so far, only the ones that have their unique weapon. So all the ones that don't have a unique weapon are probably not gonna be getting a refine at all. I do wish they would do something with all those old units, like maybe for the start for next year when we do seasonal banners, like instead of doing all of those seasonal banners at once, like well, the first seasonal banner I believe is the spring banner. Like the one that we got in the game was the spring banner, which on that banner nobody had a special weapon. So what I'm hoping they do is, like, they, instead of having that banner be, they just make those units like 4-star to 5-star, appears 4-star, 5-star. Okay, and we got Claude. So managed to pick all 3 of them up. And since we're going for Edgar, and again, on this, even on this one, we didn't get a lot of green orbs either. So I know green orbs sometimes are rare, but I don't think I've seen that many green orbs. Like, how many green units did we pull anyway? Alright, so we need 2 orbs. Guess we can go... We can get him from here really quickly. We'll just skip the story.
The future can be changed.
And we just need to auto battle this. This is pretty much my auto battle team. Oh, hold on. This is pretty much the team I use for anything in-game content. Like, I do everything in the game. All PvE modes with these 4 units. These are my 4 PvE units, so... Alright, and we just need one more orb. And there we go. Alright, so let's finish the circle. Get that Edelgar. Oh, now we get green orbs. Yeah, so this will give me another merge to my... Well, it gives me a merge to all 4 of the Brave Heroes, which is pretty good. I did not expect to get all 3 of them. I was expecting to get like 1 or 2 5-stars on my way to Edgar, and for them probably to be off focus units, since that tends to be my luck around here. But yeah, so with this we will finish off. Hopefully it would be good if I get another 5-star over here, just so I have 0 period rate till this banner does end tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter. Nino, which thanks to Ashera, Nino is now a good choice to bring on Iterase again as a Vantage Platon, because Panic is going away. Well, Panic can be dealt with now. I mean, LOL steals will be there, but unless you're like Legendary / Fallen Julia, you can't get LOL to all your stats, so she'll still have some advantages. She'll still be able to get 12 to 18. Oh, and here she is. I was able to get all 4 of them. Cool. This is exactly what I wanted. Because now I can free summon Edelgar again, and that gives me 2 merges for my Edelgar. Especially because I did sacrifice 1 for Joint Drive Res. Alright, this does help. I use Edelgar on Light Season. So, and that's like my 3rd Celestial Stone, so I can pick up a Soul Dew, or what is it called? Forma Soul, or what I call in Madoka, Soul Gems. Alright, let's take a look at what we picked up. Starting with Rowan. So we got a Rowan, plus attack minus res, Shiro, plus res minus speed, Leaf, plus attack minus defense, Eliwood, plus HP minus defense, Ashera, plus attack minus res, Claude, plus res minus def, Lycitia, plus attack minus HP, plus attack minus res Dimitri, plus speed minus def Ryoma, plus speed minus res Claude, plus speed minus HP Edelgar, and of course this one is neutral because we spark for her. Let's see. Well, you don't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 5-stars in like 300 and something orbs. I said that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3 of them were off focus, so 8 of them all focus units. Well, this one I say all focus, but they were actually like 4-star promotes. So yeah, that was a pretty good haul. Let me know if you summon for... If you try to summon for Ashera, and how did your summoning go? Alright, so with all that said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye.